Welcome to the Elite Playbook, where we take you behind the closed doors of the world's most powerful families. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and secretive aspects of British royalty, the upbringing of their children. We see the royals in public, perfectly poised, impeccably dressed. But behind the scenes, the training to be a future king or queen begins almost from birth. From the palatial nurseries to elite boarding schools, every aspect of a young royal's life is carefully crafted to prepare them for their future roles. So, what does it really take to raise a future monarch? Let's step inside the hidden world of royal children and uncover the secrets of their upbringing. To understand the British monarchy's approach to raising children, we need to start at the beginning. The moment a royal baby is born, they are thrust into a life of scrutiny and tradition. Take Prince George, the eldest child of Prince William and Kate Middleton, who was barely a day old when he made his first public appearance on the steps of the Lindo Wing. From that moment on, his life was mapped out with royal duties and expectations. Former royal nanny Maria Theresa Turrion-Borrallo, who trained at the prestigious Norland College, was hired to care for George and later his siblings, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis. Norland nannies are known for their discipline and impeccable standards, often described as the superheroes of childcare, trained not just in nurturing, but also in managing the unique pressures that come with raising children in the public eye. Borrallo's training was no ordinary childcare course. It included advanced skills such as evasive driving techniques, martial arts, and even counterterrorism measures, because protecting the future of the monarchy means being prepared for anything. But beyond security, Borrallo's role was also to instill the values of discipline, tradition, and modesty. It's said that Maria often reminds the children, "We don't do tantrums, we behave like royals," echoing the sentiment that even as toddlers, they are never just children, they are symbols of the nation. Education, too, plays a crucial role in royal upbringing, and it's no surprise that the royal family's approach to schooling is as unique as the institution itself. From a young age, the royal children are educated at home, surrounded by the world's best tutors. Princess Diana famously broke royal tradition by sending her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, to public school, rather than having them educated entirely within palace walls. Today, William and Kate continue to modernize royal upbringing, sending their children to Thomas's Battersea, an elite private school known for its emphasis on kindness and emotional intelligence, not just academic achievement. The curriculum is rigorous, but it's not just about grades. Students at Thomas's Battersea are taught about mindfulness and global citizenship, preparing them to interact on a world stage. And make no mistake, the pressure to succeed is immense. Every aspect of the children's education is meticulously planned to ensure they are not just academically proficient, but also socially polished and emotionally resilient. Prince George, for example, is not only learning traditional subjects like math and English, but is also being groomed in public speaking, diplomacy, and the complexities of statecraft, skills he will need if he one day becomes king. The royal bubble is a world unlike any other, and it extends even to the toys royal children play with and the books they read. From a young age, their environment is carefully curated to foster learning, creativity, and traditional values. But growing up in this highly controlled and exclusive bubble comes with its own set of challenges and criticisms. When it comes to toys, the royal family emphasizes classic educational playthings that promote creativity and development over anything flashy or overly commercialized. You won't find the latest video games or trendy gadgets in the royal nurseries. Instead, traditional wooden toys, puzzles, and building blocks are staples. The young royals often play with handmade toys crafted by British artisans, emphasizing quality, tradition, and a connection to British heritage. One of the more famous examples is the rocking horse, a toy beloved by generations of royal children. Prince George received an extravagant rocking horse from President Barack Obama during a state visit, a perfect blend of play and symbolism. The royal nurseries are filled with items like this, which are as much about reinforcing heritage and diplomacy as they are about play. The toys are not just for fun, they're tools for learning. George, Charlotte, and Louis are encouraged to play with toys that promote problem-solving, hand-eye coordination, and motor skills. Even their outdoor play is geared toward traditional British pastimes. In the palace gardens, you'll find croquet sets, miniature tea sets, and equipment for classic British games like cricket. These toys and games are designed not just to entertain, but to teach patience, teamwork, and resilience, values that are deeply ingrained in royal upbringing. Books, too, play a crucial role in the lives of royal children. Their reading material is carefully selected to promote learning, moral lessons, and a love for British history and culture. From early childhood, the royal children are introduced to classic literature, including works like Winnie the Pooh, Peter Rabbit, and the Chronicles of Narnia. These stories are not just entertaining, they reflect the values of courage, kindness, and resilience that the monarchy hopes to instill. As they grow older, the reading list becomes more structured and intellectually challenging, often including books on history, biographies of past monarchs, and stories that emphasize leadership and responsibility. It's reported that Princess Charlotte is particularly fond of stories about historical heroines, while Prince George has taken a keen interest in tales of adventure and exploration, reflecting his future role as a leader and figurehead. But this carefully curated environment, often described as a royal bubble, has its critics. Growing up surrounded by tradition, protocol, and an insular circle of carefully chosen friends and influences can lead to a sheltered perspective. Prince Harry has been one of the most vocal critics of this lifestyle, describing his upbringing as both privileged and stifling. In an interview, Harry noted, "You're born into this royal bubble, and everything is planned, scripted, and controlled. It's a world where you're told what to think, who to meet, and how to act." This carefully crafted upbringing, while steeped in tradition and discipline, can often result in a narrow worldview and a lack of exposure to the everyday struggles that most people face. The royal children are rarely seen interacting outside their inner circle, leading some to question whether they are truly prepared for the broader world. This bubble effect can make it difficult for royal children to relate to the public they will one day serve. Critics argue that while the royal family's approach to child rearing may produce well-mannered and educated individuals, it can also create a disconnect from the realities of modern life. Former royal correspondent Jenny Bond once remarked, "The royal upbringing is a double-edged sword. It creates polished individuals who are ready to represent their country, but it can make them appear out of touch with the people." Yet there are undeniable benefits to this unique upbringing. The structured environment and emphasis on values, such as discipline, respect, and tradition, provide the royal children with a strong moral foundation. They are taught to value hard work, public service, and the importance of duty, qualities that are not just expected, but ingrained in their daily lives. These lessons serve them well when they step into public roles, helping them navigate pressures and responsibilities that come with being a royal. For parents watching this, there are valuable lessons to take from the royal approach without creating a bubble around your own children. Encouraging your kids to engage with educational toys that promote creativity and problem-solving can foster independence and intellectual growth. Introduce them to books that teach important life lessons, inspire their imagination, and help them understand different perspectives. However, it's equally important to balance this with exposure to the real world. Encourage your children to interact with diverse groups, participate in community activities, and learn about life outside their immediate circle. This can help them build empathy, develop social skills, and gain a broader understanding of the world. The key takeaway is to install values and structure while also allowing your children the freedom to explore, question, and connect with the world around them. As we've seen, raising a future king or queen involves a unique blend of tradition, discipline, and careful curation. It's a lifestyle that prepares them for a life of public service, but also comes with its own set of challenges. The royal children may grow up in a bubble, but the lessons of respect, resilience, and responsibility are universal. Whether you're raising a prince, a princess, or simply trying to navigate parenthood, There's something we can all learn from the Royal Playbook. This has been the Elite Playbook. If you found this peek into the secret lives of royal children fascinating, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because behind every crown lies a story, and we're here to tell it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.